vehicle ahead.
If we compromise OPSEC, we're screwed.
You've still got time before they spot you.
We aren't fighting in this thing! And give me the order to land! Yes, sir! We're going on foot from here. Elena, what's the status on the road?
It's gonna be conspicuous, but your best option is the highway.
Affirmative. Bravo, let's roll out.
Vous ne prenez que ça comme homme?
Une unité d'assaut MSO B2 est dans le secteur. On va entrer en contact avec eux. Redmaven 1. Ici Bravo 6. Les coordonnées sont F28. Pouvez-vous me faire un rapport sur votre emplacement? On a eu de la résistance. Ils nous ont coincés dans l'escalier principal. Bien reçu, Redmaven 1. Bravo est en chemin. Restez en position. Pas de problème, Bravo 6.
Bonjour et bienvenue à nouveau dans le Let's Play de jeu Vanquish. Je suis toujours mon collègue et je suis accompagné de Richie et Bibi Touquet. Dans l'épisode précédent, nous avons grimpé jusqu'au brouillé des transmissions. Après l'avoir détruit, nous avons été déposés ici dans le quartier du divertissement des Providents. Malheureusement, j'ai enregistré ces vidéos après avoir complètement fait une oubliante de démarrer l'enregistrement. J'ai donc dû recommencer le jeu à partir du début afin de garder toutes mes améliorations. Cela en valait la peine, cependant, puisque vous remarquerez que mes armes sont un peu plus puissantes qu'avant. Il y a une autre petite surprise. Le laser à verrouillage auto est passé niveau 3 et peut maintenant traquer jusqu'à 8 ennemis en même temps. Il passe d'une arme à distance assez faible à un monstre en domination des zones. Vous allez peut-être remarquer que Burns sonne différemment. Je ne saurais vous dire exactement pourquoi. Il est possible que Monsieur Bloom se soit caractérisé avec un peu trop de gravier et que sa gauche à la place vue pour... Oh God. Oh, you'll have to forgive me. That happens sometimes. Oh, okay. Alright, sorry, sometimes I speak in French a little bit. Anyway, so, we're back and I'm joined by my two guest stars, BB2K and Richie's again.
Hello everyone.
So yeah, we're in the entertainment district of Providence and everything is trying to kill us again.
And this is a level where I nearly quit in my first playthrough because it's really hard if you start on hard mode because you do stupid things.
I still haven't attempted the game on hard mode. Maybe after my first playthrough.
It's definitely not a good idea if you've never played it before.
So on hard, do the enemies just like get more bullet spongy?
I don't think they get much tougher, but they get much more aggressive. Like if you watch what the enemies are actually doing, there's big gaps in their attacks. Like they'll fire for a few seconds, and they'll just look at you, then they'll fire. So I think mostly their behavior changes.
I just remember anytime I overheated, I couldn't do this, what you're doing now. I'd have to go in cover and not move until I got back. So
yeah, sometimes you have to play kind of risky depending on what you're facing. And yeah, this is what the lock-on laser looks like when you get it to level 3. It is pretty sweet.
I never upgraded it, and that's a shame.
It won't do shit against an enemy that's like got more armor, but when there's lots of weak enemies, it's great.
Oh, Burns doesn't sound gruff enough in French.
Oh, he doesn't. Well, there's no French Steve Bloom. There's no equivalent for Steve Bloom, but he does sound pretty cool.
It still works, but you know. Now I can't do my amazing Burns voice that I was working on the whole day.
Well, you can try it if you want. fill in
I
the
wasn't
gap.
really working on it. I was gonna just try it here, but
Darn it, Sam, you gotta go do the thing. I don't think my voice is gruff enough.
God damn
it's probably better than I do.
Yeah, I mean, there's like 5 Gordies approaching, and I just killed them all in like one volley.
Nice. Yeah, the lock-on laser sort of reminds me of the, like, visually of the line gun from Dead Space. Just how big it is.
Oh yeah, it's very wide like that. Got kind of a similar crossbow profile. Oh, these are a new type of enemy, but I killed them too quickly. You'll see them in a later video.
ESPAN.
Well, we got there's other new stuff coming up here.
And you got an upgrade and everything.
I did. I was trying to decide what to use it on.
You know, I really think I played this game wrong, because I never used the shotgun and I used the sniper rifle all the time. So
Oh, yeah, that's... you're doing it wrong, dude.
I remember that, like, bit where it's close quarters in the last video, and I did that without a shotgun, and it was really hard, and... Yes. I shouldn't have played this game, I'm not good at it.
Yeah, I probably should play this game because it's in my house, but I just never have.
Oh, you should.
Okay.
It is really good, and I'm thinking of starting it again on normal mode so I can actually play it and not die every 5 seconds.
Oh yeah, play it on normal. This is the Romanov D. It is a Romanov with giant goddamn drills.
Ah, these guys.
They're a little bit tougher than ordinary Romanovs. They have a lot of armor on their front, and they can do that. And yeah, they're tough. Resistant to punches.
As robots are, usually.
Yeah, they tend to be. So we have to punch them more than once. Yeah, they can also burrow underground, so you have to move. If they come up from under you, they'll kill you in like one move.
Sort of keep you mobile, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the main thing in the game. You always have to be mobile. Anytime you park yourself in cover, you're gonna get your ass
not a lot of
handed to
using
you.
cover. I kind of liked it how the game gave you extra score for not being in cover, even though the score doesn't really mean much.
Yeah, I wish they'd done more with that.
Sort of like unlocks or something like that.
Yes, that's the one thing this game is missing. Is like just a few unlocks, maybe a new weapon or a palette swap on the suit, something like that.
Yeah, unlimited, like heat thing.
Yeah, that'd be a nice playthrough.
That would be pretty excellent, actually.
It'd be a bit easy, but
All
I
guns
picked up the
permanently
sniper rifle
ruin a lot of the
because
challenge.
my rocket launcher was out of ammo, just to see if it would help. It does not do very much.
I think I didn't actually know about the upgrading thing in the game until I got to this point, so yeah, that's how bad I was. Like,
Well, I've mentioned
you pick
before
up the same weapon again.
The upgrades aren't critical. Oh, check it out, Rocket Punch.
I'd argue that they are in hard mode.
Yeah, on the higher difficulties, they're very useful. There's one neat trick with these guys. If you want to like beat them to death, let them attack you once and put you in slow motion. As when you attack in slow motion, it's much more difficult for them to counter.
Bien, continue.
Sort of tips and tricks.
Elena, occupe-toi
Exactly.
des portes.
Bien reçu.
Oh, that French is really throwing me off. It's like, that's not what they're supposed to sound like.
I don't know, Elena sounds great in French.
Débloqué.
They didn't cheap out for the international VOs, I guess.
Just this lip syncing.
Super 35. Bien reçu, Super 35. Ravi d'entendre que tout va bien.
Merci, Bravo 6. Nous avons repoussé l'ennemi et nous approchons de votre position.
Super 35, le ciel n'est pas libéré. Elena, y a-t-il un autre endroit où ils peuvent atterrir?
Il y a une zone d'atterrissage plus loin.
I really like Sam's French VA.
On se retrouve là-bas.
Affirmative, Bravo 6.
Yeah, I like all of them, really. I almost prefer the French. Almost. It lacks bloom.
Well, obviously. Anything without bloom is obviously subpar.
Moyen pour infiltrer la colonie. Fais attention aux troupes ennemies.
Yeah. I was trying to bait these two Romanovs into doing their missile attack, but I blew off one of their heads, so he's not going to do it now.
Oh well.
He'll just kind of spaz out. Now, basically, for this section, all you have to do is just defend for a little while. You have to kill these guys before they destroy the transport, but it's really easy to do. I've already killed most of them. I'm just waiting for this guy to do something interesting.
Yeah, it doesn't look like the transport's taking too much damage or anything.
Nah.
Yeah, I remember this section being pretty easy. Like, except for yourself dying, the transport was pretty easy to defend.
Yeah, it's never been much of an issue.
Is the transport sort of like the other enemy or allies, where it doesn't really do much in the terms of offense?
Actually, no. It will shoot at enemies and it will destroy a couple of them. I think it was the one that finished off the Romanovs.
It's always good to have some helpful escorts once in a while, I guess.
Yeah, they're not usually very useful, but in later videos, the transports actually become really good.
Wow, what level is that shotgun? I've never even seen that before.
Oh yeah, well, check this out. Wait, not this angle. Give me a second here.
Vous pouvez traverser
Oh,
maintenant.
he puts his helmet down when he's not doing anything.
Yeah. The weapons do change their appearance. At level 10, the shotgun gets a barrel drum. It gets a stock at the end, and I think the barrel changes a little bit. Basically, it looks super sweet.
Des ennemis s'infiltrent par le bas.
It's totally sick nasty.
Yes.
Sur la place centrale.
Whenever I get a weapon to level 10, I'll show it off.
Je sens que je vais bien m'amuser.
This part of the game is actually pretty hard as well, just because there's so many Gorgies. I've actually found they're one of the enemies that kills me the most often.
It's kind of hard because you usually underestimate them, but if you get behind them and there's a lot of them, they can kill you pretty quickly.
Yeah, if they flank you and they're all around and you don't know which one to shoot, they will mess you up pretty quickly.
Yeah, usually like the drone enemies, like the ones that there's a lot of, are sort of the least, I guess, threatening, but not in this game.
Nope.
The Romanovs are pretty threatening though.
Depending on which one. The Romanovs that fire the little bazooka cannon at you from their arm, they're the most dangerous to me because that shot travels really fast and they fire pretty rapidly. But most of the other ones, the drill ones and the flamethrowers, those are pretty easy to dodge.
Looked like you were just getting torn up there.
Yeah, that thing has a lot of guns coming off of it and they all shot at me. So I'm trying to take out a couple of its weapons.
Les ennemis entrent dans la place.
Gardez vos distances et ripostez.
French Burns has a nice passion in his voice.
I love French Burns. I love every iteration of Burns. God damn it, those grenades just killed that Marine.
I was like, you were over there for just a second, you're already getting shot up by that tank thing.
The Marines are pretty resilient, but... yeah.
So
I
what
really
are
like how the cover is all destructible.
Yeah, it's a really nice touch. Check this out. A shotgun just tears things to pieces.
Oh man. That looks ridiculous.
It is. But only the things that are within like 10 feet of you.
Je vais ouvrir les portes du terminal. Il est connecté à l'autoroute de l'autre côté.
And I kind of waste a little bit of time, you know, scavenging for weapons and trying to decide what I'm taking with me for the next part.
It's always worthwhile.
It's always really hard for me to leave the heavy machine gun or the assault rifle behind, because I just love them so much. But I do try and
I
vary
never
up what I
got rid
take
of the
from
assault
mission to
rifle.
mission.
Sort of like how you picked up the rocket launcher, then immediately changed your mind to pick the shotgun back up.
Yeah, I'm like, no. And I just like taking a little view around the place out here.
Be wary of gorgeous view.
Yeah.
Il y a un ascenseur de l'autre côté. Prends-le pour aller vers l'autoroute.
Compris.
Just enjoying a smoke while I load.
You only get 3 of those, man.
Yeah, well, I forget to use them in almost every single combat situation.
Sam, littering's not cool. Pick that up.
Is it just me, or the cigarettes he smokes really, really big?
They are, yeah.
Ils se font sans doute laminer secteur par secteur.
J'imagine que la résistance ne va pas s'amenuiser.
Ils veulent gagner tout autant que nous.
Je vais ouvrir les ascenseurs.
Bien, occupe-t'en.
But Burns is Burns.
I should really be focusing on Burns whenever he's idle, because he has a couple of funny little animations.
Cassez-vous!
We never know what that guy said now.
Maybe
Yeah,
he
Burns
scolded
just-
you for looking at it with a lock-on laser.
Yeah. I love the little animation on the laser when like the sides pop out.
Y a trop de décombres qui bloquent le chemin, chef. Alors que quelqu'un les fasse exploser.
Dégagez!
I wonder who that will be.
Tir ennemi imminent.
Not us, actually.
Il passe en premier.
So is that the twist?
Sometimes other things blow stuff up.
The hell you say?
Yeah. Shotgun.
Yes.
I can remember all of these areas, but only vividly. It's weird.
Vividly?
Anti-vividly.
Yeah, anti-vividly. That's the word you want.
Is it?
The word.
Vaguely, I think.
Vaguely. Yeah, that sounds about right. I don't know words.
What is English?
How do I word?
I live in Australia. We have like 3 words.
They're all upside down.
C'est quoi ce truc?
Guess what we get to blow up?
That bridge.
Star Fox's ship?
C'est un putain de crayon. Il est plus costaud que ce que je croyais. Ce truc doit bien faire 300 mètres de haut.
At least a 1,000 feet tall.
Speak French?
So has Bird's always had that robo-arm, or is that new?
C'était plus facile que je le croyais.
He's always had it.
Ça allait te servir avec ce gros truc là.
You know, when they crashed that thing, I really thought he died. I didn't expect him to come back. It was so good.
It was a perfect place where he could have died, but he's just too tough.
La route va s'effondrer sous nos pieds.
This
I
part
haven't
of
seen the
game is
ending,
pretty
so I hope
sweet.
he doesn't die.
Burns is MVP.
Des décombres bloquent le passage plus loin.
Oh yeah, this part's awesome.
Restez en alerte. D'abord restez en position et ressaisissez-vous. Et après, on pourra tirer ces décombres.
Okay, I got one missile, but I missed the opportunity to kill the other guys.
Well, so why not just destroy the entire bridge and not deploy troops onto it?
Well, we have to get to the other side, I think. I don't know
Why
why
don't-
they're not destroying it.
Yeah. Well, I
Well,
guess
then-
robots aren't everything.
So then we would have nothing to shoot at. It'd be boring.
Well, the rules of engagement
It's
are
a
make
video
it look
game, it doesn't need to make sense.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not really sure what is destroying the bridge or why it's blowing up. If we shot it or... Oh, the Creon shot it, right.
Or Burns' massive balls are weighing it down.
Yeah, you really shouldn't be on this thing. The lock-on laser is pretty nice for taking down MOAs.
Seems like it's pretty nice for taking down just about anything.
Well, yeah, anything that is weak, anything with armor, I mean, it'll take like 20 hits to even dent it.
Sam, dépêche-toi! Le secteur va vite s'effondrer!
Je sais, je pars tout de suite.
Yeah, I'm taking a few hits here.
Get the shotgun quickly.
Going into cover, what is this? Redo the LP.
Yeah, I should have started this mission over. I fucked up.
This isn't Gears of War, man.
Oubliez les ennemis. Courez!
Although Burns hasn't realized that yet.
Yeah, he's the last one.
What if Burns met the Coltrane?
Oh man.
In an arm wrestling match, the world explodes.
Elena, appelez Super 35.
Super 35.
Tant que la voie aérienne est dangereuse, c'est trop risqué. Pourquoi ne pas utiliser le...
I want to do that, but I think I'll just be offensive.
Yeah.
On passe par les airs.
Je crois que je vais prendre le monorail.
C'est ça, amusez-vous bien.
C'est ça, vous bien.
Oh, I remember this sequence, it's really excellent. It's a shame it's not in this video.
Well,
It's in the next video. Yeah, not too much interesting happening. Just we get on a train. And we look at a thing.
still gotta blow up the Great Wolf.
Gotta blow up everything.
Well, it's just a subsidiary of everything.
Alright, and that about wraps up this episode. So, thanks for watching, you guys, and I'll see you next time.
0 deaths, well done.
See you later.